Hey Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Maya. This is your general read for March 2021. I was meditating on your energy and I got this vision, of an old airplane, like those World War II airplanes, the ones that have a cockpit and two rotors and one big rotor. I think they're called rotors. One big, those old war airplanes in the 1940s, 30s, 40s. And you were being attacked by the enemy airplanes, and it was you really had to fly with a hell of a lot of skill, right? A hell of a lot of skill, courage, boldness to evade those airplanes, and you are the only one left. I mean, it was like enemy airplanes around you, but you are the only one left from whatever squad you were in. And but you got there, you did it, you were able to evade them, and then it was smooth flying after that, and you were like laughing your head off, like completely and you couldn't believe that you actually got away from all these enemy planes. So it looks like in your life there's some kind of situation that it's going to be quite challenging for you, that's going to take a lot out of you, a lot of bravery, a lot of courage, a lot of know-how and wherewithal to basically evade the danger. But you're absolutely going to do that and feel freer than ever, basically, once you've done it. It's like a real hero thing, a real feat, to have to evade this situation. Okay, so let's see how this pans out in your reading. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. So at the center of your reading you have the King of Swords, crossed by the Ten of Wands. At your base, Judgment. Crowning you, the Five of Swords. Recent past, Four of Wands. Immediate future, the Devil. How you see yourself in the situation, Death. Your environment is the Six of Pentacles. Your hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, wow. And your outcome is the Ace of Wands. Exactly. Wow, Virgo. And bottom of the deck, the Six of Wands, the Hero of War. Here he is, showing up. Okay. So, Virgo, it looks like in March 2021, Virgo is earth energy, but I see you here as showing up. This is you, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, of course, he's a master of his intellect. He's holding the sword of truth. He is somebody who's intellectually brilliant, who is extremely courageous. He doesn't he doesn't beat around the bush. He doesn't play around. He's not a I'm hearing an airplane right as I'm saying this. Don't know if you can hear it in the background. Anyhow, so yeah, the King of Swords, a very, very masterful energy. Somebody who takes decision with mind over heart decisions. Very analytical, very straight to the point, not beating around the bush, and confronting things head on. It's you, Virgo, confronting whatever danger. Danger can be anything. It can be fears, anxiety, one's own fears, one's own anxieties, one's own shadow self, that can be appearing for you in March in a lot of guises. Okay, and it can also be like attacks from around you, like triggers coming at you all the time. You know, people could be really triggering you in March for whatever reason. And it can also be your shadow self, right? We'll get into that right now. But whatever it is, if these, you know, dangers, which are really triggers that are coming at you in March, uh, they're coming, but you are confronting them head on. You are not afraid to look your fears in the eyes, look your enemies in the eyes, and by enemies, it could be, you know, the we're all masters, you learning from each other, right? But um, you know, whoever is triggering you, whatever circumstance, maybe a life situation, maybe in a job or in a relationship, however it's going to pan out for each one of you, because this is a general read. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But you are ready for that, completely ready for that. Like this pilot, you know, this Air Force pilot that is absolutely on alert, on the go, and absolutely, you know, there showing up for whatever, you know, is coming at him. So you absolutely have that, you know, a state of mind at your central as your central theme here, of you being able to confront whatever is coming to you, Virgo, in March. And it's crossed by the Ten of Wands. So yes, it is heavy. It is you know, heavy. It's hard. It's this is the kind of burnout. It's like too much is coming at you. You know, the Ten of Wands is the completion of the one suit. It really talks about this, you know, this guy having to carry more than he can bear, and this is bending his back. And but it's a completion. It's the end of this. You know, of this. You know, he's got all these experiences. You know, he went through the Nine of Wands, where he felt like the wounded warrior, but persevered, and now here he is, seeing his destination, even if it's a little bit far, but he's seeing it, and he's just, you know, going straight for it, so he can release all these burdens, right? And so it's a little bit like the theme I was seeing for you in the vision. It's actually a lot like that, you know. It's like a lot is coming at you, triggering experiences, life situation, things that ask of you to engage, to be present, to show up, to be courageous, brave, bold, and you are absolutely doing that with the King of Swords here. You're absolutely on the money, on the ball. You are not, you know, taking this passively. You know, exactly like this pilot who, all these airplanes, enemy airplanes, are coming at him, but he's able to, you know, evade them in a very heroic sort of way, which is absolutely a feature that this King of Swords has. Okay. Crowning you is the Five of Swords. So yeah, we can see here this competition, right? This the Five of Swords is all about, you know, winning the battle, but at which cost, right? At what cost? It's a very ego-based energy. You know, no one wins in this situation. It's and again, we see this theme of battle, of war. It's like there's definitely conflict on your mind, in your consciousness in March, coming from maybe petty squabbling, power struggles. It can also be your own mental conflicts, right? It doesn't have to be coming from outside of you. It can absolutely be you being conflicted in your mind about things in your life, you know. And but definitely this theme of conflict in March that you need to address, you know, and confront head on, which you are absolutely doing, right? So let me go on with this theme of you know, conflict, and we've got the devil in your immediate future. I'll clarify some of these. So the devil is also about conflict, but it's really, it's, I see it more the devil. It's a major arcana, so it's a major influence here. I see it more as unhealthy attachments. And what I mean by that is some things that we keep on doing. We don't really want to do them, right? Like addictions, all sorts of addictions or patterns, repeating patterns, or sabotage, procrastination. It's completely the shadow self here, and it's a bit the definition of insanity, repeating the same things and expecting a different result. So it's like there's this conflict, right? This mental conflict that could be happening inside of you, as I was saying, in your consciousness, that has to do with unhealthy attachments, fears, anxieties, blocks, anything that is hindering your growth or your progress, right? And the devil is really all about that, about feeling bound to things that are not serving us anymore, and feeling like I don't want to smoke this cigarette, but I'm gonna smoke it. It's an example, right? I'm still gonna smoke it out of habit. I don't want to get mad at this person, even if they trigger me, but I do because they just are pulling my leg too much. So a certain amount of shadow work that is coming up for you to be confronted here in March 2021, that's for sure. That can be either brought up from your own wounds, your own trauma, your own conditioning, or also absolutely can be coming at you from outside circumstances and by people, right? Either way, you need to confront it, right? And you are, okay? In your recent past, you have the Four of Wands. So I think all this has to do with a certain foundation in your life. The Four of Wands is a beautiful card. It talks about a beautiful foundation in one's life. It can be talking about absolutely romantic relationship because it's a marriage card as well. But really talks about a very solid foundation. And it looks like this foundation is going through some kind of transformation. That is pretty heavy. That being attacked, again, just energies coming at it, and it creates conflict in the mental body. It does bring up really shadow stuff to be addressed, and you need to address that, in March here. At your base, you have Judgment. So this is all about resurrection and new beginnings. It's also a new judgment call. So it looks like in your subconscious, at your base, at the subconscious level, you feel like you have to do things differently. Sorry. You feel that there's something new happening, or a resurrection in your life, a new incarnation that is trying to come up, because it's there in your subconscious, but there's still conflict around it. It's the phoenix rising up from the ashes. These people are actually dead in their coffin, and Archangel Gabriel sounds the trumpet, and they are resurrected for a new day, a new incarnation. So it's really this new timeline, beautiful new timeline, that has to do with a very beautiful foundation that is going through either your own foundation, right? Your own foundation in your own life, or with someone else, and it's going through a new incarnation. It's starting a new beginning, a beautiful new beginning, right? However, it's impacted, by all this conflict that is happening around you. and by this burnout that you have, like, this is too much, I'm overwhelmed, However, having the King of Swords again says that you are absolutely, you have everything that it takes to confront all of this, all of this triggering, all of this conflictual energy that is coming at you. And you know deep down that this is all for a beautiful foundation. I mean, there's a lot at stake here. It's not a small thing, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful life, a beautiful incarnation, either in your own life or, you alone or with someone else. And it's going through a certain amount of transition and transformation with death here. That's how you see yourself in the situation. So yeah, you're seeing yourself as transforming, and you're seeing things as ending as well, right? I mean, these conflicts could have to do absolutely with having to leave things behind and people holding on to you, coming at you with all they've got. It can also be to do, that certain habits, certain patterns in your life have to end, need to go. And you are aware of this, absolutely aware of this transformation, and this change, this new beginning that is bubbling up from underneath, from your subconscious, and you are seeing this. This is the Scorpio card. It's again a big energy here. Maybe that's why I was seeing it as a war, because it's big energy. It has to do with something that is really fundamental in your life, a fundamental foundation of your life. And and that's a Scorpio, also always talks about profound transformation, profound transition. And that's how you're seeing yourself. You're seeing yourself as really having to, go through this process. We really have death and rebirth here, right? Literally, the two major arcana of death and rebirth, So you're in the throes of death, of the transformation. It's a little bit agonizing, right? Because transformation is never easy, always takes a lot out of us. As I said, you're absolutely on it, you're showing up, you're not going anywhere. And but that this is for this new beginning, to make space for this new beginning. So you're absolutely giving it your all for this process to happen, whether it's happening again inside of you or in your circumstances. But anyway, it's always as within, so without. So whether, it's triggers that make you have to transform certain things, or transformation that make people, trigger you, vice either or. It's always conducive to this transformation, this development, this change, right? So death and rebirth, absolutely. But you are choosing in your subconscious, absolutely choosing the rebirth, the resurrection, and you're giving it your all, like this pilot who is completely, he's using all his skills, all his training, all his wherewithal to evade the enemy warplanes that are coming at him. You're absolutely doing that, Virgo, in March. And so your environment is the Six of Pentacles. So, this whole transformation is about equal give and take, about balancing the scales, about your abundance as well. Your sixes are all about harmony, about equality, about as I said, equal give and take. So it's all about balance in your life, about a solid this solid foundation in your life that is full of abundance. Maybe people can see that and they want a piece of it, because we can see that with the Five of Swords. Absolutely can be that, but ultimately your environment is conducive to you winning this battle, if I may say so. This metaphorical battle here. You have the King of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. It's all about balance, all about bravery, courage, you know, equality, fairness, right? So your environment is absolutely conducive for you uh, to win this battle. Yes, you know, look at that. You have the Six of Wands, so the actual hero of war. And that's how I was seeing you in your vision. Absolutely, this is the victory card. He's coming back from battle, being recognized as the hero of war that he is, with the laurels of victory, you know, with the townspeople hailing him, recognizing him, you know. So exactly that theme, you know, like you are going to be absolutely look at that, victorious, you know. Either, I'm going to come back to these, but look at these. uh, Over all this, you know, this petty behavior, this burnout, these unhealthy attachments, you know, whether within or without, as I said, it's the same. Um, all these things that are being thrown at you, you are absolutely going to be victorious. Absolutely, you know, look at that. You know, you're gonna either, you know, tame this beast that is coming from within, or you know, absolutely confront head on whatever petty power struggles are coming at you as well, right? And your hopes and fears, look at that. Here's the sword of truth that the King of Swords is holding. So again, this theme of triumph, of victory, of breakthrough, exactly like the airplane, you know, having to, you know, the pilot having to, you know, use all his skills to evade the enemy, and then this breakthrough and smooth, you know, flying that I saw when he's able to leave them behind, and he's just flying in the air and laughing out of pure, you know, sense of freedom, of triumph, of victory. You know, I did it, I made it. So absolutely, you know, alignment, breakthrough. So it's in your hopes and fears. And so, yeah, at one point you're going to ask yourself if you can actually do it. That's for sure, because this is overwhelming, right? When the pilot is being, you know, bombarded by all the airplanes, at some point he's like, okay, this is too dangerous. This is really, you know, I might die right now, you know. Of course, this is all metaphorical, or you know, the situation can end, or I can this beautiful foundation can go. I can't, you know, create this new beautiful beginning. I might remain in this horrible energy, right? But no. So yeah, but so you're afraid of not being able to withstand all this, but you are absolutely. Look at that. Your outcome is the Ace of Wands. So absolute, you know, gift from the universe, drive, passion, creativity. Again, this feeling of absolute victory here, triumph, I would say, or over whatever difficulties, blocks, challenges, challenging transitions, challenging behaviors, okay, or your own challenging shadow, self-sabotage kind of energies. You are absolutely going to be victorious, absolutely, Virgo. So let me just, I hope this was clear, because it's beautiful. So I'm just gonna here clarify this devil energy here, and maybe as well the Ace of Wands, right? In spirit, let's clarify the devil for my beautiful Virgos, March 2021. Wow. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, this is intense. Wow, Virgo. And wow. And the Ace of Wands. Let me get one more for this. Wow, yeah. Just a second. Yep. Right. Magician. Bottom of the deck. All right, look at that. So this is really coming to an end. The devil, look at that. 2 major arcana here. Virgo, it's amazing. So the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is turning. This is an absolute confirmation that this cycle here is really coming to an end. For you to be able to have this new beginning, you know, look at these, I mean, intense. That's why I was having this vision of war. It's just, you know, it's like a battle, right? It's an, at least it's an uphill battle for you, right? Really an uphill battle here. But you know, being the absolute master that you are. And look at that. I mean, bye bye devil, really. Transformation complete. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. This new beginning that you can feel at your base. Wow, okay, Virgo. And then look at that. So you were dealing with, you know, really shady behavior. I mean, look at that. You know, shady behavior, betrayal, stabbing in the back, lying, deceit, all this kind of beautiful stuff. Not. And this could also be self-denial and self-sabotage. So again, you know, take it as you will. And you know, people being stingy with their either their efforts or their feelings or their, you know, material, you know, time and effort basically. Or you are really feeling like you don't have enough, you know. Uh, you don't have enough to get around, right? But absolutely the new beginning here, look at that. If there are 2 cards for new beginnings, it's Judgment and the Fool. Another 2 major arcana. The Fool, leaving all this baggage behind you and just feeling like, you know, taking a leap of faith, with spirit egging you on, and just, you know, having no baggage at all, and the sun shining on you for this beautiful, beautiful new beginning. And you absolutely deserve it. Oh my God, you absolutely deserve it. Absolute manifestation here of this new beginning for you, because you're the hero of war. So that's what I've got for you for March. Thanks, Virgo.